back, and we've got Keith English from Keith English and Associates. We've been talking about the negotiation process when the house is for sale. And Keith, you were just saying, we're doing a bit of a snippet here because I think there's something to be said, and you said it's very important, about momentum.
Yes, when I'm talking about when an offer is written and actually maintaining that momentum through to the closing of the sale.
Yeah.
Now, while there are some tactical advantages of delaying negotiations under certain circumstances, I really think it's important to keep it flowing very quickly or very controlled but quickly in negotiations. And there's a number of things that can make an offer fall apart. And I just it sort of reminded me of this because last week I sold 2 properties last week, and I had 4 nights, one with the buyer, one with the seller, the other one with the buyer, the other seller, through to midnight. Okay.
Wow.
So it was about making sure that the deal got done and not stopping.
Yeah.
When people are buying a house, they're all excited. Okay, so you know they're up for a late night if the agent's up for it. And every one of these situations, the buyer or the seller was going, "Oh, we can deal with this tomorrow, because it's late. We don't want to keep you up." Okay, so no, I'll stay up. It's my payday, but also there's also a number of reasons why we would keep the momentum going. And I always go back to a story that I had when I was quite young. My best friend rang me and said, "There's a special on a triathlon bike."
Right.
Okay, and so I said, "Okay, I'm going to take my lunch break. I'm going to go down to the bike store and I'm going to go buy this one." It was a $1,000 bike and it was gone sale for $500. It was a very good special. So on the way to the bike shop was my house, and I thought I'll just duck in, check the mail on the way in, and there was a $500 or $450 bill that I wasn't expecting. Okay,
Oh.
There goes my bike. Okay, so I had to pay the bill instead of buying the bike. And I always use that as an example because you never know what happens during the negotiation phase.
True.
Okay. So someone might get second thoughts, they might see a better house or another house that they might be interested in. They might start getting a little bit nervous as a buyer or even as a seller. So work the deal done, work on the emotions as a positive thing, and actually close the sale in the best interests of everyone.
Because interesting saying about the bike, and I'm wondering what would have happened if you'd gone to the bike shop and bought the bike anyway, then come home and found the bill. Yeah,
I would have had to pay it anyway. but it was like $500 bike or a $450 bill. I have to pay this one. So
it interrupted your flow.
It stopped me from buying the bike.
Yeah.
Now that's a little example, but it's one that I always remind myself: don't let anything get in the way of negotiations.
Yeah.
And my wife is very well trained. She knows that if it's offer time, everything stops.
Yeah.
And it's all about the offer, and it's all about the buyers and the sellers and getting them together.
Yeah, which is great to know from a seller's point of view, to understand a real estate agent's philosophies and his ethos and his thinkings around them. You get to know, okay, so when this is happening, you're actually in there to make it happen and not lose it.
I can actually think of another example where the other agent didn't do this.
Right.
And he wanted to have a Sunday where he wasn't contactable. I just sold this lady's house, and she said, "I'm meeting this other agent. He's going to show me a property, and I'm going to go buy it. I went through it once, and I'm going to put an offer in." And I said, "I can't do that till Sunday evening." And I said, "Well, I've actually seen this other property I think really would suit you, and I'll show that tomorrow." And I showed her it tomorrow, and she put the offer in and bought it. The other agent rings her on Sunday going, "Okay, I'm ready to put the offer in, and I've seen something else and I've bought it." Okay, and because he wasn't going to be available.
Yeah.
Now I've been on holidays and written offers up while on holidays, and in fact for the first probably 6 years of my life, every time I went on holidays I sold a house. So it was always good.
Yeah.
Pays for the holiday.
Pays for the holiday.
Okay. But there was no such thing of I'm on holidays,
Yeah.
So I'm on my phone. Sometimes you have to use the hotels or the resorts. In fact, I sold a house when I was in Bali, okay, and negotiated deals, and you just do it. You find a way, okay. So there's always a way.
So momentum is really, really important when the deal's getting done.
Yeah, don't delay unless there is a tactical advantage in delaying, which sometimes there is, but always keep the momentum flowing through as quickly as possible.